right, day 3 of the sourdough starter. This is what it looks like. As y'all can see, we got some bubbles in there, and it has resin quite a bit. So now we're about to feed it. Alright, so I'm going to discard. So we're just going to scoop about half of it. Is that half, I guess? Ooh, y'all. And it's kind of starting to stink a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that does stink. So we're going to discard about that much. Alright, and then we're going to add half a cup of flour back in, and then 1/4 cup of filtered water. I'm going to take my spoon and just mix all that up. Alright, so day 3 is complete. I'm just going to go ahead and put my lid on and set it back to the side. See you tomorrow, girl. Day 5 of the sourdough starter. I'm not really sure. We have all of this liquid up here, and it does not smell good, but we're going to trust the process and discard half, and then we're going to feed it. Alright, so this is day 4. We fed it. See you tomorrow for day 5. Alright, it's day, I don't know. And we are going to feed our starter. This is what it looks like. It has a little bit of liquid, but not as much as it did yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and discard. Big baby, you 25 pounds. You 25 pounds, man. He's a big baby. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So we did London's hair. This is what it's looking like. Hold on. Okay. You like it?
Yes, I love it.
Alright, so I literally had to come home from his appointment, start on her hair. Now we gotta go get the boys from school. So yeah, we about to go before we're late. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we got the boys entertained for a second. So I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick because I couldn't talk to y'all earlier. So, alright. So I'm gonna just preface this by saying that, of course, I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion. You do what you feel like is best for you and your kid. This is a no judgment zone. With that being said, so with the boys, the twins, they got all their shots and everything. I noticed when after their 1-year checkup, which the 1-year checkup, and I wish I had the paper. I don't have it in front of me, but they had, I think it was like 5 or 6 pokes that they had to get. It was a whole bunch of shots. And one of them was the MMR shot, which is the measles, the mumps, and like rubella or something like that. And so I noticed a change after that shot. They were hitting all their milestones prior to that. And then after, it was just like, it kind of just like hit the pause button, I feel like, on their development. They was talking and then they kind of stopped talking. Like the eye contact and all of that stuff. And I really, really noticed like a change. And even to the point where my mom was like, it seemed like they're regressing, like they were doing all of this stuff. So and then right after that, I started to do my research. I was looking at different articles, different videos, different like, discussion threads and stuff about people talking about their experience after their kid got that shot, the MMR shot, and the different things that they experienced. A lot of them said that their kids was doing fine. After the shot, it just kind of like wiped the slate, and they noticed difference. After that, their kids was diagnosed with like autism and different things like that. And so I did see a study. Now, of course, you go online or you go ask a doctor and they will be like, it's safe for everybody. It does, it's not a higher chance of autism for African American boys versus anybody. But the research that I've been doing has made it very evident that, Black boys are at a higher risk of developing autism because of this shot. And like I said, it's not proven or anything, but from the stories I've seen, from the articles I've read, this is what I believe. This is one of the reasons that I think that my boys had kind of a delay because of that shot. So like I said, that's my beliefs. But with that being said, this time around, I was like, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to get it at the 12-month mark. Nas has been hitting all his milestones and everything like that. And it's like, even if I can, even if, everything was to be fine and, he got the shot and everything was to be fine, I feel like I would not, I would be mad at myself if I did and something was to happen. So I just listened to myself and I'm just like, okay, I'm not saying that we're not going to get that shot. I'm not like anti-vax or anything. He did get his other vaccines that, he's been getting. But just that one, I was like, I'm just going to hold off on because I would rather be safe than sorry. So that is the reason why we didn't get the MMR shot today. Like I said, I'm not saying he's not going to get it, but we're just going to hold off on that a little while longer. Maybe he'll get it at his next, which I think is 15 months. Maybe he'll get it at that one or even later, because I know they have to get 2 sets of MMRs. One at 12 months, and I think one at 24 months or something like that, or later, maybe later on. I don't know how the schedule goes. But with that being said, that is why I did not get him vaccinated. But I tell parents, I would advise all parents to do your own research, figure out what works best. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is Bible and if your kid gets it, this is what's going to happen. I just noticed, a change in my kids, and I did not want to repeat that same thing and potentially, cause something to happen. So yeah. We outside. The boys wanted to come outside and blow bubbles and do chalk, so that's what they're doing currently right now. But we're just sitting on the porch. Yeah, we're sitting on the porch. You gonna be down there before you know it. We was at my mom's house the other day after his party, and he was crawling around in the grass and all of that stuff. So he's definitely gonna be doing all of those things this summer.
Well, okay, babe. I'm gonna order this food. I'll call you later. Friday.
Well, hopefully you'll be home soon.
I could be home in a minute.
Okay. Alright, boo. Chicken salads from Coney Island. And we watching Pistons game, but it's on commercial right now. You okay, Nazi? Look, he looking like, yeah, what you got over there? I want some. I want some of that.
You could buy on your own. You can get a lender, can show. The rebound, though. Kane to the paint. Kane puts up a pass to Robinson. Couldn't flush it. Jalen Turn with a rebound. JD to Malik Beasley. Top side.
Yeah! Yeah.
Sorry, no, it's good.
Go Detroit. Hey you guys, and what is up? Y'all, it is Tuesday and it is 10 o'clock. I just decided to pick up the vlog camera because I want to show you guys the starter. Y'all, our starter. Okay, let me show y'all. Okay, hold on. Y'all, okay, don't mind the edges, but y'all look. She is doing her big one, okay? So she definitely rose and fell. But this black line right there, that's where it started at. And so it obviously it grew just a little bit. You see the bubbles, that means that it's growing. But it's time to feed her. So let's go ahead and feed her. I'm so glad that we finally got some traction because, y'all, honestly, I was starting to feel like it wasn't working. But when I say you gotta trust the process, you have to trust the process. It might take longer than other people's. I think around day like 5 to 7, I was like, okay, I don't see any change. But I stuck with it, and right after that, it started growing. So happy about that. Let me get some water. All right, so gotta dump some out. And now we feed her. And is this how we're starting off the birthday vlog, y'all? Tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm very hype about it. I'm very excited. I have a lot of plans, but then at the same time, it's like, I just want to chill. So we're going to see. We're going to get into something, though. This weekend, we got a carefree weekend. My mom is keeping the kids. So we about to turn up. But yeah, y'all. I said, let me go ahead and start the vlog now. Show them the progress with the starter. And hopefully in a couple days, we can do the float test to, you know, see if we can start cooking with her. I know one thing I asked for like a Dutch oven. I was telling you guys a couple vlogs back, I don't know at this point, but in some vlogs ago, I was telling you guys how I was looking for a Dutch oven, but it was so expensive and I didn't want to pay my own money for it. And so I always try to, like, when people ask me what do I want, I always try to think about things that I don't necessarily want to buy myself, like with my own money, but I still want. So I try to keep like a little notes list in my phone. And so that was the first thing that popped up in my head, the Dutch oven, and then all of the like little tools to do the bread. You know, you got the loaf scorer and the poofing basket and all of that stuff. Because one thing about me is, like, I tend to jump from hobby to hobby. I do. I have a bad habit of that. But it's like I go all in. If I want to start something, I'm gonna go all in, and I'm gonna have all of the, you know, all of the materials and everything I need so that we can be successful. I mean, I feel like that's the only way to do it, right? So she ordered me all of that stuff. So we'll probably, I think we're going to lunch tomorrow, so we'll probably be able to get that then, and I'm excited about it. So we got her almost ready to cook. We got that already for a gift. So once she's good to go, we're going to be making some sourdough, and I'm super excited about it. All right, y'all. It is time, well, I was editing a video, and Chris he was ready to go to bed. So I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. I probably won't go to sleep just because I feel like I just got some energy today. Tomorrow, my birthday in 2 hours, less than 2 hours. My birthday in less than 2 hours, and I'm kind of turned up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of turned up. So I'm gonna go chill with him for a little bit, and then once he goes to sleep, I'll probably come back out and edit a little bit. I do want to get a video up tomorrow, and this seems to be a long one. This is my Easter vlog, so this might be a longer video, but we're gonna get that up, and I'll probably see you guys in the morning.